Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit the subscribe. This is Myles Garrett on a Minkah hit on Chubb. Minkah didn't do anything illegal. He was playing a game how it's supposed to be played. It was very unfortunate what happened. Nick's getting held up, but just planting his foot in the hit and all that. That's not unlike what corners around the league do. This is something that's very common. James Harrison's even come out and said the league has made it this way to where players are going to have to strike low now. You're not allowed to hit players high because of the helmet to helmet contact rules. I mean, it could be unintentional and you're still going to get a helmet to helmet personal foul call on you and you're going to lose big yardage. And a lot of people are getting pissed about it. And it's a lot of big calls and a lot of big games that happen and go the other team's way just for unintentional little bit of helmet to helmet contact. It wasn't even really that bad. It's just nice, clean, in the speed and in the moment of the game. And this is what happens. I mean, and Nick Chubb's out, running backs are out now. I mean, Saquon got hurt. Multiple running backs are getting hurt now. And they won all this money, and that's just the way it is. Running backs get used up on their rookie contracts and then they get thrown out. And it is what it is. The NFL season's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And obviously, the Pittsburgh Steelers showed they had depth, especially at the defensive line, because Cam Hayward goes down, one of the highest paid players on the team. And to step up, contain Cleveland's run, and the defense gets a big win for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So this game's about opportunities right now. George Pickens has a big opportunity. He had a big game against Cleveland. Now he has an opportunity to go against one of the worst secondaries in the league, have another big game. Kenny Pickett has an opportunity to go on Sunday Night Football and show why he was taken in the first round by the Pittsburgh Steelers to be the next quarterback to replace Ben Roethlisberger. Najee Harris has an opportunity to step up. A lot of these guys have Matt Canada, Mike Tomlin. He's elite in prime time. So this game has got to be about opportunities. What the Raiders and Steelers are all about is Sunday night prime time. And a lot of players are going to get a big opportunities. And we're going to see who's the real deal here. Two one-on-one teams, pretty much offense versus defense. I don't even know how good the Raiders' offense is because they had -2 rushing yards last game. At least they're starting running backs. So we just got to contain that run. And I think Jimmy G is going to be a sitting duck. George Pickens is going to feast, and there's going to be people open on this second in the secondary. Fryermuth's got to get open. You got to get him more involved in this offense. He's pretty much been non-existent. So you got to try to get him with some chunk plays, maybe some easy catches over the middle, something. Get the ball into Calvin Austin's hands. Use him for screens. Send Pickens deep a lot, a lot, a lot. Send him deep. And they're going to be stacking the box on us to try to stop the run. And there's eventually you're going to be able to connect deep to Pickens. And it'll open up the middle of the field for Fryermuth and Austin. Let Austin work the middle of the field. Fryermuth work the middle of the field. Get Pickens deep. Pickens big chunk play guy. He's going to make big plays. We're going to make big plays against this secondary. You just need to be on time, on rhythm, and everything needs to come together. We need to get some first downs, and the defense is going to do what the defense does. The defense is elite right now. And, we got still guys that can step up. Desmond King's a guy that hasn't even seen any reps yet in a regular season, and he's a great nickel corners, great PFF grades. He hasn't seen any time. Porter Jr. slowly transitioning and getting more and more reps. So this is his third game of the season. You could probably see him getting more reps, especially the way Levi Wallace is playing. Maybe both of these guys get in this game and get reps, make plays. Porter made plays against Cleveland, so maybe more players are coming against the Raiders because I think Jimmy G is going to be getting blitzed a lot. He's going to be getting pressured a lot, and he's going to be trying to force throws, and there's going to be opportunities for this secondary to come up with big plays, interceptions, and just we can ice this game if we just capitalize and do a little something on offense, pick up first downs and everything. So that's what the league is. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. People were counting us out after one game. So it was done. We have no chance to beat Cleveland, this and that. The defense stepped up, dominated, made Deshaun Watson look like trash, making it look like Cleveland's Cleveland and mortgaged their whole future for Deshaun Watson, gave up 3 first-round draft picks and signed him to a long-term ridiculous deal. And he's just pretty much dog shit. And they got a great defense. And it's just their window is pretty much shut. Cincinnati just had to pay Joe Burrow. And they're 0-2. Baltimore's looking nice. But who knows? We got them in 3 weeks. This is game 3. It's a horrible hit for Nick Chubb, but I think most people are coming out and defending Nick Chubb. It's just the way the league is. I mean, you can sit here and try to change the rules. It's a violent game. You can't change the rules. And, there's a lot of examples to where they say they care about player safety and they change the rules and they put players in worse positions to get injured. Just like these two Monday night games, you're just increasing the likelihood of players getting injured by just the percentages go up by an insane amount of numbers because there's two games and two teams, four teams on short weeks rest to have to play. So that's just terrible for those teams in a bad putting those teams in a bad situation. Four teams instead of two. So the percentages, it's just common sense, go up by a ton, the injuries as well. So it's obvious they don't really care about player safety. This was a clean. If he gets fined, that's kind of sad because it was just an NFL play, and it just happened not to go Nick Chubb's way. So it's a long season, and it's a season of opportunity. Right now, the Steelers, George Pickens has a huge opportunity. I think Joey Porter's going to get a lot of opportunities in this game. I think Desmond King's going to get his first opportunities of the season, and his defensive line is going to have to continue to step up and make the most of their opportunities because we still got, 6, 7 weeks without Cam Hayward. And this is a team that's going to run the ball, and they want to run the ball, and that's their identity is to run the ball. So we got to be ready for them to run the ball. So just want to talk about Myles Garrett, the NFL injuries, and this game coming up, baby. Here we go.